Hello, all. Welcome back to Castle. Today, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, Episode 9. I want to reminisce a little bit, right quick. First off, let's say that I want to say this. I came into this show, honestly, expecting to not necessarily hate it, but just not really care about it. But this show has slowly won me over. Now, I'm not saying it ain't going to shit the bed. I've heard from various people how this book ends. And I think the showrunners that are working this have enough to them because they have so far this show is brilliant. It has started off really well. The pacing of the shows are just absolutely really well done, and everything is handled very well. Maybe they learned their lesson with the end of episode 8. I don't know. But this show is quickly becoming one of my favorite shows. And I'm almost to the point to where I can say season 1 of House of the Dragon is better than season 1 of Game of Thrones. This last episode was just, and I'm not spoiling anything. I don't want anybody. If I like a show and I think it needs to be seen, I'm not going to spoil it. I want people to understand that. Even if I don't put spoilers or non spoilers, if I'm talking about a show that I like, I'm not going to spoil it. If I intend to spoil anything, I will give everybody a heads up on it. But so far, this show, I can actually recommend this show, or I feel like I'm to that point to where I can almost recommend this show. I know it's got one or two more episodes. I want to say there's 9, 10. I want to say there's 10 in all. So next week should be the final one. And I, I don't know how they're going to end it, but I feel like this is going to end at a point to where people are going to want to know more. And oh, if you're sleeping on this show and you don't have Max, I would wait and get that month free and then binge it and make your mind up then. I'm going to do a video about that upcoming. If you have Max and you're not watching this show, in my opinion, so far it's worth your time. It's really good. Really well done. If I were to rate the show so far, it would borderline between a 7 out of 10 to an 8 out of 10 right now. And it depends on the last episode. It really does. Like that 7 or 8 depends on the last episode. But I can't I just don't think the people that are doing this show are going to handle it the same way that Dan and Dave did. They're going to have to prove me wrong at this point. I have a little bit of faith in them on how well that they've done so far. They've earned a little bit of faith. Now, how many seasons are we going to get? I don't know. I probably at least 2 or 3. I would assume. I know season 2 is in. They're already said season 2 is going to go. So, how many more are we going to get? I could see this being at least 4 seasons. It's just me throwing it out there. I'm not saying there won't be more. But yeah, this show does get a thumbs up from me so far. Like I said, the final episode is really going to be the episode where I make my mind up and I'm wholeheartedly in, or I'm just, it's, God, this is, and like I said, this show could end the exact same way And we all know where it ends. That's the sad part about it, is season 8. They're making this. I'm not going to get into it right now. I'm going to end this on a chipper note. And this is good television. That's all I've got to say about it. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next video.